And welcome everybody to the Huddle, KGUN9's weekly streaming sports talk show. I'm Jason Barr, joined by Pat Paris. Pat, good afternoon. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Jason?
All right. We're hoping to be joined by Arizona baseball infielder Mason White, the Pac-12 Tournament MVP, in just a few minutes here. But boy, how about U of A baseball, Pat? This is a team picked to finish ninth in the Pac-12 by the coaches before the season. And sure enough, they not only win the Pac-12 regular season conference title, but then they back it up with the tournament title and in the Pac-12. And they're going to be hosting Grand Canyon, West Virginia, and Dallas Baptist in the Tucson Regional. Fantastic job by Chip Hale in the final season of the Pac-12. Chip Hale, the head coach, the only player and now coach to be named Pac-12 coach and player by the league in the Pac's existence.
Yeah, it was quite a run. And what I've liked about this team, Jason, is they've gotten better all year long, right? They're playing their best baseball at the end. We always talk about how important that is. And that allows you to do things like win the Pac-12 tournament as they did. And that earns them a seed, 13 seed. And it gives them that sense that now they're at home. They're continuing to play great baseball. They've got a real chance to win this regional and advance to the super regional. I love the way that Chip Hale has, in his short tenure here, has, put his stamp on this team. And this is the way he wanted the team to grow and build and momentum to build. And it just takes a couple of years sometimes with a new coach. It did. And now they're playing great baseball. They're pitching well too. It's all working out.
And both were won in dramatic fashion.
Yes.
Walk-off style for the regular season title, which was done at High Corbett Field. And then in the postseason, in the finals of the Pac-12 tournament, they actually were no hit for the first, sixth, and third innings by the USC pitcher, and came back in the ninth inning and went on walk off. And sometimes that's how it's done, where you're going to have a season and you're going to have special moments. Some of those things are going to happen that way, and super exciting for Arizona to win that way as well.
Yeah, I think their eighth walk-off win of the year. And I what was so special about that, Jason, not only, of course, the most important thing is they won a conference tournament championship, the last Pac-12 as we know it conference tournament championship, and the last of all of the Pac-12 as we know it championships for all the sports. So that was special, but they did it on national TV. And I know it was late because I was on the East Coast. I was out of town over the weekend and I got to watch it on ESPN. And that says a lot too. Maybe the rest of the country, with a weekend where a lot of people were watching a lot of different sporting events, perhaps they saw that game too. And you might have counted out the Wildcats there 5-6 innings in, where just nothing was going right at the plate, and it just seemed like they were stymied. But when they got that first hit and then they got that first run, you just thought, you know what, this team might have a chance to come back. They've done it all year. Why couldn't they do it again? And then by the time they tied it, you just knew they were going to win that game.
And so they host three teams here, and these are three very familiar teams. Grand Canyon, they play almost every year. They actually split two games with Grand Canyon this year. They played Dallas Baptist this year in Frisco, I believe, lost to Dallas Baptist. And West Virginia, they didn't play this year, but they lost 2 out of 3, I think, at home to West Virginia last year. So not teams they're going to take lightly, but at the same time, teams they can beat.
And maybe that's a good thing, Jason, is you're not thinking we're dominant over these teams. We've always beaten them. We'll just roll the ball out on the field and we'll go play and we'll beat them. For Grand Canyon, those are usually midweek games, and it may not be your top starter. And I don't remember the Dallas Baptist game very well. And then West Virginia was last year. So, there's still motivation. Let's put it that way. And I'm sure that they'll have the game plan and Chip Hale will have the pitching set to their liking. And I do like the fact that with the temperature now at triple digits every day, that Arizona gets to play those 6 o'clock games and not those 2 o'clock games. You got to keep winning so you can avoid having to play those 2 o'clock games, Jason.
Yeah. Tremendous defense from Brandon Rogers during the Pac-12 tournament. Really made some great plays in the outfield. They've got a little thing going with this banana rally cap or whatever. They make these bananas into a cap, so they're having fun. It kind of reminds you of the 2016 team. I think that was singing in the dugout or whatever. They went all the way to the finals of the College World Series. So they got a little there's the banana on one of the, I think, assistant coach's sons probably, but they got a little personality to them as well. And got to have a little bit of confidence as well.
Well, and I think that's what you see with this Chip Hill team is each year they got we've seen them get a little bit better, and maybe it's you have to build that. I know it's cliche, but the Wildcat way, and for somebody like Chip Hale, who the Wildcat way means Jerry Kendall. It means winning national championships. It means coming together as a family, and that they do seem to have all that this year. I'm not saying they're going to win a national championship. They got a long way to go before that happens, and they are just the 13th seed. But you got to have that chemistry as a team. You got to have that feeling of a family, and it's a Wildcat family, and you got to have that ultimate goal. And I think it's right now it's all coming together for them.
All right, Arizona baseball practice just ended, and so Mason is about 3 or 4 minutes out. So let's take a little break from Arizona baseball. We'll come back to that when he joins us, and we'll bring in our Huddle poll question of the week, Pat. Baseball related, Major League Baseball umpire Ángel Hernández announced his, quote, retirement Monday, okay, retirement to spend more time with his family, right? You know what that's about. Negotiating an end of his career with Major League Baseball due to the just tremendous mistakes one after another. All right. So what are your thoughts? A, good riddance, B, let him be, or C, baseball is better off? Now, I realize, Pat, that good riddance is a little rough, but that's the one I'm going with, and I'm going to tell you why. He sued Major League Baseball for racial discrimination. He was not selected to go to the World Series, not because of race. He wasn't selected to go to the World Series because he blew call after call. Okay. So he went nuclear. Okay, sued Major League Baseball, and then is throwing people out of the game after he's made a clear mistake. Just way too much. So normally I like to say, hey, let him be, or maybe be a little gentle. With baseball is better off, not as gentle as let him be. But I'm going with good riddance. Pat, which one are you going with?
Yeah, and Jason, this time a lot of times I'll say, oh, I can see all three of them in there. I don't see all three of them. I don't let him be. No, I mean, go off, have your retirement. We'll let you be now. That's fine. But really, it's between A and C for me. And I actually went with C, barely over A. I could have easily gone with A, but I think clearly baseball is better off when you get rid of these umpires that score so low. And then when they do those informal, anonymous 100 player question where they say, give me an umpire you just you don't like, or you don't respect, you don't think should be in the game, and he's always in the top 3 when you pull those 100 players. The one that just retired a couple of years ago, Joe West, was top of the list as well. The one that's at number 1 on the list, though, interestingly, was not Ángel Hernández. It's CB Buckner, and he's a guy that I can't believe still has a job either, because he rates really low, and he blows a lot of calls. And so they're not done with it yet, Jason, but it was a step in the right direction for this retirement that happened for Ángel Hernández yesterday.
Look, they're human beings, and they're going to make mistakes, but a few mistakes, okay. This many mistakes, it's a lot. All right, we'll take a break from our Huddle poll question and have that later in the show. But for now, I believe we are joined by infielder Mason White of the Arizona Baseball Pac-12 Championship team. Mason was the tournament MVP of the Pac-12 tournament. Mason, this is Jason and Pat here at KGUN 9 Studios in Tucson. Thanks so much for a couple of minutes joining us here on the Huddle.
Yeah, of course. What's up, guys?
Mason, you guys were picked to finish 9th in the conference. Obviously, you're the champions. When did you know this team was a lot better than 9th?
Yeah, we went on a tough road trip beginning of the year, and we learned a lot, even though we didn't win a whole bunch of games. But ultimately, it prepared us as good as anything could have for the conference play.
Tell me about the character of this team and the I just mentioned the Wildcat way and the family nature of it. That's something that doesn't just happen because Chip Hale tells you guys to get along and play great baseball. You have to develop that, but it seems like you guys really have developed that this year.
Yeah, it's just a big friend group. Like, we just have fun in the dugout. We have fun at practice. We have fun in the locker room. That's why when we're down, we're able to just come together and play well. And when we're up, we're just enjoying it. And the game never really changes no matter what.
Mason, everybody loves these bananas that you guys are doing for the rally caps and all in the dugout, but nobody seems to know where it originated from. Can you let us know? Do we know where this got started?
I think it started in one of the games we were down late, and the pitchers on the bench were just trying to find something to help us out. So they started just doing something with bananas. I don't know. You're gonna have to ask one of the pitchers at some point. But it started when we were down, and we ended up winning, and then they just stuck with it, and now it's a big thing.
Yeah, and over the weekend they were layers and layers high. Some of those guys with the bananas in their hats. That was a game. I think maybe that just typifies your season. That game where you guys didn't get a hit for 6 1/3 innings, and then as soon as you got that first hit, there was just a feeling. And maybe you guys had the feeling even before you got the hit. Tell me about how that played out.
Yeah, so I noticed we were struggling at the plate. I'd hit some balls hard that were caught. I knew we needed something. So that third at bat, I really just said, I need to do something big for these guys. I need to get a walk. I need to hit a ball hard. I need to find a way on base to get this thing started. And so once I got on first, I knew that as Maddox's at bat went on, I knew, here we go. Like, this is rolling. Their starter started to lose the zone. The crowd got more into it. And as soon as Maddox walked and the ball got away, I got to third, and I knew, here we go. Like, this is what we were looking for. So after that, it just kind of opened up the floodgates and allowed us to get back into the game.
Jason Barr, Pat Paris here on the Huddle, joined by Mason White. I think is in the clubhouse of the Arizona Baseball. Little excitement there. That's okay. They're fine. They're fine. You're a third generation Arizona Wildcat. Your dad and your grandfather played baseball for the Wildcats. What does it mean to you to follow in their footsteps?
It's awesome. Looking at pictures and videos and coming to games as a kid, I just knew the tradition of this program, and now I'm doing it, and other kids are looking up to me. So it's just been awesome the whole year.
And the tradition also includes a lot of postseason success for this Arizona Wildcat baseball team. Now you're sitting there in a position where you guys are going to be at home. You got to feel good about the draw. You got to feel good about where you're at right now, playing some of your best baseball right at this moment.
Yeah, this is our whole goal. Once we started to climb the conference, our goal was to win the conference, and then we did that, and then our goal was to host. So we went to Phoenix and we got that done. So now here we are. It's just another step in our whole season.
As someone who went to South Point High School and I believe grew up here, how much did you follow the team in the 2012 and the 2016 runs? Do you remember following the team at all during that time?
Yeah, 2012, I was about 8 years old, and I was all about it. I loved the team. I knew all the players. I was at every regional and super regional game.
Oh, wow.
So I watched all of that. I witnessed it, and then when they went to Omaha, I watched it all on TV. And then I remember when they won the national title game, I bought the Cats Own Omaha shirt, and I still have it sitting in my room. So nice. As soon as they won, I bought the shirt. So it's pretty cool.
Wouldn't that be something if you could buy another shirt with 2024 on it? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, this time hopefully getting one on the field.
Yeah, there you go. You won't have to buy it; they'll give it to you, right? What it takes a lot though to get there. This is just the first step, and you can't take anything for granted at this point.
Yeah, we treat every day as a new day, and we do as much as we can to get our job done that day. If it's practice, if it's a Friday night game, if it's a midweek game. So this is just another step along the journey. It's not anything bigger or anything smaller. It's just we're taking it as just another game, and we're doing our thing and trusting our dudes on the mound and trusting everyone in the dugout.
Usually when you get a regional and there's 3 teams that you're up against, you're maybe familiar with one, but I think you guys are familiar, it seems like, with all 3 of these teams. I mean, you split with Grand Canyon. You play them almost every year. You actually played Dallas Baptist, I believe, when you went to Frisco, lost to them. You actually lost 2 out of 3 to West Virginia last year, I believe. So certainly you're not taking these teams for granted. What do you think of the familiarity between the teams that you're going into this regional with?
It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. We did play Grand Canyon a few times. We played them a bunch last year too. West Virginia came here earlier in the year last year, and then Dallas Baptist earlier. We had a good game with those guys. So it's going to be a good contested regional. I'm really excited for it, and so are all our guys.
Mason, I want to know what it's like having Chip Hale as your head coach, a guy who's had so much success as a Wildcat and then in the majors and then as a manager in the major leagues. What has he done to help you, and your team this year?
he's calmed us all down, and he's really shown us the part of the journey of just taking every single day and doing the best you can and get 1% better every single time you come to the field. And over the time that builds up, starting back in August in the fall, and we all showed up, and it was a brand new team. So if you look back from August to now, it's because of him. He's the one who led us. All of our coaches, they all bought into what he was trying to do with us, and we've all trusted him, and here we are.
Did he recruit you, or was it the previous coaching staff?
Chip recruited me.
He did. Okay. I was wondering about that, because obviously the elephant in the room is, what happens if you guys win and LSU wins, but we can wait till next week before we get into that. So I was curious about that. Obviously there's some guys on the roster. You're a sophomore who are a little bit older, but yeah. All right. Let me think what else I could ask you. You got some great defense by Brandon Rogers in the outfield, and you've gotten some really, really good starting pitching. What do you take as to you? What's the key to doing well in this regional? What are the 2 or 3 things you realize are really focusing on going into this weekend?
We just trust each other, trust the scouting reports, trust our plans, and be ourselves, and not do anything more than that. That's just do what we've been doing all year, and have fun. We're playing regional in Tucson, just like we've been dreaming about. So just have fun and just do what you do.
Mason, I know part of that Wildcat way is producing major league talent as well. It probably helps to have, Chip Hale as your head coach, because he's done that as well, and he's been a manager. But how do you feel like you're being prepared and ready for that next level at the same time, while you're still focused on what you have to do this week and in the coming weeks?
One thing he's really helped me with is not changing who I am, depending on pitcher or any type of game. It's just being who I am and doing what I do well. And so at the next level, that'll help me just stick to what I'm good at and not try to change or do anything drastically different than I've been doing my whole life.
All right, Mason White, University of Arizona baseball infielder, Pac-12 Tournament MVP, Tucson kid from South Point High School, and going up against 3 good teams in the regional this weekend. We wish you lots of luck. Thanks so much for joining us for a few minutes here on the Huddle. And we'll be rooting for you this weekend. It should be an electric atmosphere at High Corbett Field. Those regionals always are. Should be tons of fun. And thanks so much for a couple of minutes.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck, Mason. Thanks.
That was Mason White here joining us on the Huddle. And those regionals are tons of fun. And, you with any regional, Pat, you just don't want to have to go through the elimination bracket, right?
That's it.
You have to go through that elimination bracket. It is really hard. I mean, you lose that first game, you got to win 4.
Yeah.
Even if you win the first and lose the second, then you got to go win 3, in a row. It's just tough. Yeah. You want to start off.
That's why you've got to have that electric crowd behind you from the very first pitch, and you got to have your number 1 starter go on that Friday night and get the job done, and then it's at least it's not uphill sledding from there. Maybe it's just a straight road and instead of a windy, hilly one. Yeah, and we should mention the single season session tickets go on sale Friday at 9 a.m. it sounds like. So It's not sold out as of now. And, so Arizona should get the evening game, should be a little bit more a little bit. It's still, but that's worth the price of admission to be in to those games for sure. All right. I think so too. Yeah. So that's Arizona baseball. And before we get into our final topic, let's reintroduce our Huddle poll question of the week, which has to do with Major League Baseball and Ángel Hernández announcing his retirement. You know what? A lot of people are being harsh, but to me, it's I understand. It's this, and that's how I am. It's the suing in Major League Baseball and the throwing people out. I can remember the situation. I don't know that he threw Terry Francona out, but it was a fly ball in the outfield, and clearly the ball bounced between the 2 outfielders, and he called it out. And the runner didn't know whether to run or not because the runner's running around and he sees the ball dropping, but the guy says out. He didn't know what to do. So he got tagged out between second and third. Then they put him on third. Obviously there's a clip on Twitter of the 3 balls way outside the strike zone. Strike. So I think here's where I am, Pat. Are the umpires part of the sport, part of the show?
Okay, because if they aren't, then the computer needs to call balls and strikes and just let the umpire, so he doesn't lose, have layoffs and lose jobs. Just let him call the outs at home plate and assist wherever. Okay, but if you feel like the umpires are part of the show, and Tom Glavine back in the day working the umpire and working that outside corner, if you feel that's part of baseball, and it's totally fine to feel that way, then the umpire should be calling balls and strikes, and it shouldn't be an automatic. So it just depends upon how you feel about that.
Yeah, and you get rid of a guy like Ángel Hernández, and does that mean now you're just delaying what we both, I think, feel is inevitable, and that is the automatic strike zone call? But that's not going to happen. Certainly not going to happen next year. Major League Baseball has already said not going to happen in 2025. So now you look, beyond that, whether or not it's going to happen. I also, real quick, Jason, I'm not going to take credit for this. I heard Dan Patrick say this. Does the emergence of betting in sporting events like baseball, is this one of the reasons why the Major League Baseball feels pressure to get it right more times than not now? And that means getting rid of the umpires that are the worst at getting it right, have the lowest percentage of getting it right. Because if you've got fan bases betting on the most, mundane game of the season in the middle of the week in Oakland, they're betting on that game, and Ángel Hernández botches a call and you lose your bet, you're getting on social media and you're tearing into him. And I think, to me, it makes sense that at least that was a factor. Also, social media is a factor because it blows up like never before.
Well,
Jason.
and they put the strike zone on the screen.
Yeah,
how about the Bryce Harper check swing that he called his strike?
Yeah. I mean, the evidence was overwhelming against him, but I also think that perhaps the addition of gambling in that.
But it works both ways with the gambling, because he could make a call that's so bad, and then you think you've got was it Tim Donahue? I hope I have the right name. The NBA ref who went rogue.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you make all that bad, then you almost think, okay, is there another situation here where somebody got to him, because you can't call that?
Or maybe it's just as simple as when people see that Ángel Hernández was going to be the home plate umpire that night, they don't bet, and then all of a sudden everybody loses money because nobody's betting on a game.
That's interesting. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So that's that. I hope I'm not being too harsh with the good riddance. But man,
the umpires.
It's the suing that did it for me.
Yeah, the umpires actually really loved him, and they all got along great. And maybe
because he took all the abuse for everybody else.
Yeah, true. And that's the thing. Okay, so as I mentioned, CB Buckner. Now all of a sudden, CB Buckner looks up, and there's no Ángel Hernández up here to take all the heat. Now it's going to be squarely on him, and Joe West is gone. So now it's really on him. So yeah.
All right.
So then just look down the list to see who's next after that.
Yeah. All right. So we'll finish up with something sad. I know everybody's sharing their Bill Walton story. I'll share mine. It's pretty quick. Obviously I saw him a lot at McHale Center for the Arizona basketball games. And I never had a deep conversation with him. I never interviewed him. One time I just walked by him and I said to him, I watch college basketball of other games and turn the sound up of games I'm not interested in just to hear you. And he looked at me and said, "You're nuts."
It's him.
Or you're crazy. It was either you're crazy or you're nuts.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want to say that. It's not what, he could have said thank you, but he was just being himself and being nuts. That's true. It was just really felt just really good to watch the game.
Yep.
And to hear his commentary. He just made me feel good, about things, the positivity.
Mm-hmm.
I love when he said, Pat, another announcer would say something, "Oh, this team's got 12 turnovers. Why so negative?" Did you ever hear him say that? Why so negative?
That's what he always got over Dave Pash. Dave Pash or Roxy Bernstein, he always got over when they threw out the negative numbers. This guy's 0 for 9 from the free throw line. Why do you give me some negative?
Yeah.
Well, because he's a positive guy. And your story, Jason, typifies everything I've heard over the last 24 hours about Bill Walton, and that is the fact that he will never say thank you or even recognize that you're calling him one of the best, if not the best, because he always thought that Kareem was better, Larry Bird was better, and he'll go down the list and deflect. He always deflected all the attention away from himself. That was his personality. I think that's what made him so endearing. I know there were a lot of people that didn't like his calls. I for one, loved his calls. I loved him on U of A games because I always thought, because his son played at the U of A, he actually liked the Wildcats sometimes better than UCLA in the latter years. So
Yeah.
I appreciated him calling games, and I was just shocked because I had no idea. Like I think everybody had no idea he was battling cancer. Makes sense now. He didn't look
Well, he
physically
missed the
well.
last few months, so we knew something was up. Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to be missed. I for one loved when he came in, and I really wanted to know, Jason, what was life after the Pac-12 going to look like for Bill Walton? And I guess we'll never know now. And that's sad as well. I always thought that, he had a home if he wanted to come to the Big 12, and he had a home if he wanted to go with the Big 10 and UCLA and USC. We'll never know, I guess.
I did like it a little bit better when the play-by-play guy let him do his thing instead of reeling him back. Now, obviously, if it's a minute to go in the second half,
Right,
it's a 2-point game. You gotta reel him back. But I did like the way Roxy Bernstein kind of let him go a little bit more.
Yep.
And I didn't like it when he was made fun of. I liked it when he was just let to do his own his own thing. Other people can feel differently. I think he was less polarizing in his last several years when he was just so positive.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He was a little bit more polarizing. I want to say closer to 15 years ago, maybe.
You're probably right. Yep.
But not so much in the last in the last several years. And very, very pro Arizona for sure.
There's no question.
I think pro everything in the Pac-12.
Yeah, I think so too.
I want to say it wasn't on positive 100% of the time. One of his phrases I liked was, if somebody made a bad pass, he would say something like "worst pass in the history of the Pac-12" or something like that.
Well,
so it wasn't always 100% positive. He would say something if it was negative.
Well, and you know what, Jason, the bottom line is the man knew what he was talking about. He knew the game better than most. And,
when he did go to make some analysis, he was spot on.
Yeah, he was always correct, and he was one of the greatest college basketball players ever, who played for the greatest college basketball coach ever, for the greatest dynasty in college basketball ever. And it all added up to a lot of knowledge, and yet a lot of entertainment as well.
Yeah. All right. So Bill Walton passes away at 71. So he'll be missed for sure. All right. For Pat Paris, I'm Jason Barr. This has been the Huddle, KGUN9's weekly streaming sports talk show. Thanks, everybody. I actually, I'm on vacation the next couple of weeks. So
TBD, we'll decide.
It's TBD. It's TBD the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
You might see Pat on with a guest, or you might not.
You might see me in a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll see.
That's why. But all right. So we'll see you when we see you. Thanks everybody for watching. Yep.